In my last video, I did the Lao method for 7 days, and I got some pretty good results off of
What?
using it.
Oh,
It's your boy Cuber Gains, and today in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and share some example solves using the Lao method. Let's get right into that.
we got 3 scrambled cubes, and all the scrambles are going to be in the description, but now let's get to the very first solve.
So the very first step is cross minus 1, and we have this edge already solved. We have this edge, and all it takes is 2 moves in order to align them all properly.
But better yet, we have this edge, and from this angle, it is a good edge, and we also have this free pair.
So in order to get a head start into F2L proper, which is the very second step, I could go ahead and do a U first and then do FR in order to connect this edge over here as I do this.
Since we have this free pair over here, I'm not going to do anything with it because we do have this free area over here. So with this edge already solved, I'm going to go ahead and insert the proper corner for it. And mind you, something I forgot to mention was that when you do cross minus 1, it has to be a D2 away from being solved. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and do a R2, U, R2 in order to still keep this edge in the back and take out this pair. Now all I have to do from here is a D2 and insert this. And now I have my 2x3 block over here. Now, last but not least, for F2L, I'm going to go ahead, insert this last edge just like this with a wide move. And now finishing the last 2 pairs, I'm going to go ahead, do this just like this. And last but not least, this one. And from over here, so originally when using the Lao method, what you really want to go ahead and do is make sure you do ZBLS to get the cross on top always, and do COLL or ZB in order to solve last layer. Now, I don't know full COLL or any ZBs, so for the rest of the solves, I'm going to go ahead and stick to CFOP, but I do know the COLL case over here, so I'm fine with that. And now PLL. That was so clean. Now for the second solve. Okay, so now I'm going to start yellow on top of orange, and we have this free pair again, and this is also really easy because we have all these white edges oriented properly. And what I would do is actually rotate to orange on top of white in order to go ahead and do a DU R prime, and then I could go ahead and do RY prime. Insert this F12 piece, and then from here I could go ahead and do a D2. Unfortunately, for my second edge I need, it is flipped over here, but since we do not have this edge down here with a full cross, this is a lot easier to take care of, which all you have to do is go ahead, take it out just like this, and then go ahead, do a wide move, bring it back down, and another wide move over here, and now this edge is fixed. And now that we have both these edges solved and we have one corner solved, now I just need to get this last corner into this slot, which I'm going to do just like this, and D2 to go ahead and align everything. And luckily I actually don't have to go ahead and deal with this cross edge because it's already solved. That leaves me with these last 2 pairs I have to deal with. So this, which is a free pair, and then now I would probably go ahead and rotate just to keep my edge orientation on top. Sledge, insert, Avasoon, and now PLL. Now for our very third and final scramble, we have these 2 really good edges over here, but we are at a really bad spot for cross minus 1 over here. Luckily for this scramble, there is no free pair, so I could show you the Lao method in its most authentic form, you could say. So the way I'm going to go ahead and solve this is that I know these 2 edges are good, so after I do a D2 after everything is solved, I could just go ahead and insert my green edges just fine. So I'm going to hold it just like this, orange on top of white. I'm going to go ahead and do a D, back to RF, and then rotate back down. Then none of these edges got destroyed, and all it takes is one move to go ahead and solve this edge in, but I'm going to go ahead and cancel by doing an L2, U prime, L prime. Now I have both edges solved. Now when it comes to solving the white-green corners, this case exactly is probably the worst thing to deal with, and having a corner on the bottom of your E layer also sucks as well. The way I'm going to go ahead and deal with this is actually keeping this on top. I'm going to go ahead, do a D2, R, D2, which brings both of my corners at a better spot. Now, unfortunately, this still stood on top, but we're going to deal with that in a second. And here goes. all I have to do is solve this corner first, and it will go ahead and change its orientation on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this straight in. Now I have both of my corners solved, I have both of my edges solved. All I have to do is a D2. For my very last cross edge, all I have to do here, since this edge is over here and it's a bad edge, I'm not gonna do the wide move for this case. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is a D prime and almost sledge this in like this, and then D. That way, this is solved. Since both of my edges are bad edges, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is rotate. Now they're both good. Solve this pair, and then solve this pair. Now I have F2L solved, and now I could just do OLL and PLL just fine.
Now that is all for this video. If there was any kind of confusion whatsoever, I would highly recommend going back to my 7-day challenge video of me using the LAL method, just so you can see exactly how I learned and what the steps are in general. Or if you want a tutorial, go ahead and comment that down below. I'll most likely get to that right away. If you haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe. It will mean a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.